Hello everybody and welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie. Last video we made it into our 7th world, Mad Monster Mansion, which is apparently Grunty's, I guess, abandoned home in her lair. We got a couple of Jinjos, some notes. I apparently can't get up onto this rooftop. To continue on the level, that would be fantastic. I really didn't have this much trouble before. There we go. You'll also want to do the talon shot as soon as you get onto that roof or you'll fall. So, just like we've been doing for this whole Let's Play, we're just going to continue on. We're going to get the rest of the stuff, I hope. I don't actually know if we'll be able to finish up in this video. I'm never really sure. I'm always seem to be like tight for time. Like I'm never sure if I'm going to be able to finish the level in 2 videos or 3 videos. But I'm not really in a hurry, because like I mentioned last video, this is totally my favorite level. I don't know why, I really am partial to haunted, dark kind of levels. I think they're really interesting. And they made this place kind of cool. Like Grunty's got some of her own rhymes in this place, and you get to meet some of the cooler characters in this game, in my opinion. And there we go. There's another Jiggy for us. That's our 4th one. And that actually pretty much is the last of what we have to do on the outside of Grunty's mansion. The last thing we have to do is we have to actually get inside. This is kind of like a cathedral, I would call it, or a church. So we have to actually get inside there, which is pretty much the last thing we have to do. Once we do that, I can probably climb on top of the mansion, destroy some property, and then we can do our transformation. To get inside the church, we have to use this little switch, which will open up the door. Only gives us 14 seconds, though, so you gotta hurry up. So make sure you have the gate destroyed before you do this, or you're gonna be in some trouble, because you're not gonna be able to get through the gate. And you should be able to make it with just enough time. So, there's gonna be some ghosts in here, and I don't know if Grunty made like a shrinking spell and made herself like really small or something, but this is an awfully big church. Who goes to church here? Thor? I really, these are huge benches. Anyways, I don't know. It always seemed a little weird to me that this was just like a church for gigantic people. But and no one in church today. It sounds really super sad. The music kind of changes when you get into the church. It kind of just slows down, I think, honestly, is what it is. The composer for this game did that for a lot of the music in this game as well as the sequel. He kind of just like slowed music down depending on the mood, but it was the same soundtrack, but he slowed it down and made it faster. So it sounded different, but you could kind of tell that it was the same. It was really interesting. I was having a conversation about that with a friend of mine, actually. And I never really noticed that too much before, you know, just being that I was a kid and playing this game. But yeah, now that I've gone back and played it, I definitely noticed just the really subtle changes. Alright, so took care of those menacing ghosts. Got our notes. Gonna climb onto the little pedals here of the piano. Or the organ, rather. This is, I don't really know what this is. I want to say it's a piano, but I'm pretty sure it's actually an organ. And we can talk to Master Hand! Or I mean Motsand. Motsand plays his organ with ease, but can you follow him on the keys? Yeah, so it's a organ/piano playing Invisible Hand. Every time I see this guy, he totally reminds me of the Master Hand from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. That guy is a jerk. Luckily, this guy's a little nicer. This is a super easy minigame because he's so slow. I guess he just takes his time playing. He appreciates his music and wants to do a good job, but he's making it awfully easy for us to follow him on these keys. Not bad, Bear, but now watch me. Copy this tune, and amazed I'll be. Oh, so everything in Grunty's mansion rhymes. Which is kind of interesting because you don't really meet a lot of characters that rhyme in this game besides Grunty, and then you come to her mansion and you meet Motsand, who rhymes, and then there's another character that we meet later on, and he rhymes too. So it's kind of like almost like she's trained them to rhyme or something. This song's a little longer, but it shouldn't take too long. There we go. You're so slow. Seriously. There we are. Your music skills are mighty fine, so take this golden piece of mine. Oh, why thank you. I will, gladly. What a very nice ghost master hand you've been. And the reason it's an organ is because you have the little pipes. I guess. You don't really see organs nowadays, do you? Maybe that's a stupid question. Maybe you do, just nowhere where I'm at. So there's our next Jiggy. I think we're about halfway done now, which is great. And just a few more things in the church I want to grab. Need to get onto this flight pad. And you can actually float to the very top here. And this is just for some collectibles, like the Grunny switch, for example, we need to hit, which will allow one to pop into her eyeball, her hollowed out eyeball. You can get a Mumbo token up here. You can get a honeycomb piece. Just be very, very, very careful when you're walking along this area. And if you didn't have any golden feathers, you can grab some golden feathers as well. I just need to find another flight pad. Maybe there's one around, but I'm blind and don't see it. Unless I have to suicide. I think if I jump off here, I will actually probably lose almost all of my health. Oh, I'm gonna give it a try. Think I did it. Yes. Alright. Awesome. I don't need no stinking flight pad. I'll just blindly jump and hope that I live, which seemed to work fine. So, there we are. We're all done. And make sure you collect everything in this area, because as soon as you leave, the door is going to close behind you, and you have to actually hit that timed switch every single time you want to go in there. It's not too big of a deal, but it is just preferable to do everything all at once. It's a little bit easier. Let's start at the bottom of the mansion and work our way up, I suppose. These paintings have skeleton guys in them, so be careful of that. And you can only hit these windows. You can only break the window panes as Banjo and Kazooie, so keep that in mind just before we transform, because we're pretty much ready to transform, but there's a couple more little things that we have to do beforehand. You can break open the front door. Anybody home? Hey, it's a big green sleeping ghost. And if you walk on the floorboards will creak. Who woke Napper while he's sleeping? I can hear someone down there creeping. So yeah, he has a Jiggy in his gigantic green body, but we actually can't get that because from there it's physically impossible to grab it, because as soon as you step onto the floor, he's gonna hear you. I guess Grunny probably hasn't lived in this mansion for like a long-ass time, because everything's out of control. There hasn't been like a gardener here, probably no maid. This place is kind of decrepit and run down. So I'm gonna collect some notes. And then I'll just start breaking windows. Doesn't really matter what order you break the windows in, just as long as you break them all. Oh hey, it's a toilet? Hi, how are you? Gurgle Bear is much too fat to fit in Wago's mouth. Ew, why would I want to go inside your mouth? Anyways, that's gross. Well, this is Grunny's bathroom if you wanted to know where that is, where she does her business, not like you would. We already know enough disgusting secrets about Grundy to last us 2 lifetimes. Thanks to Brentilda, of course. I don't think we need to know more about her. Alright, so let's destroy these guys. And the portraits. They're really sneaky. And you need to come back as a transformation to get that honeycomb piece, so make sure that you destroy that window. I'm gonna kill this bat if I can. I hate these bats, they're so irritating. And then this mansion only has 3 levels. It's got the bottom, the middle, and then the top part. So the top windows are on the sides. A little bit of a jump, but not too difficult. There's a Jinjo in here. I'll rescue you, little Jinjo. Thank you. Get rid of this ghost, because I hate ghosts. And I think that's it in this room. I guess this was her bedroom. Looks like it. Looks like the master bedroom. And the roof of the mansion is very slippery, so if you actually fall down, you'll slide all the way down to the bottom floor, which can be such a pain, so make sure you do the talon shot. I prefer to walk on the ledges as Banjo, though, just because it's not as quick and I'm not as careless. Personal preference, of course. I think that's it for this room. Oh! Gonna miss that 1 note, and then I'm gonna wonder why I only have 99 notes when I leave the level. Which I have done before, and it really, really stinks. When you're only missing 1 or 2 notes and you have no idea where they are. I think I got them all, though. Gonna go ahead, I'm gonna grab this Jinjo. Get ourselves another Jiggy, because I think that's the last one. Which is excellent. Is that 6 now that we've got? Yes, 6. And we're about to grab another one. And I'm gonna use the shock jump pad. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into the roof. We're gonna be Santa Claus! Except it's kind of the wrong season to be Santa Claus. I'm gonna grab this Mumbo token. I cannot believe there was 10 Mumbo tokens in this whole level, which is just crazy. I think we started out with 20 when I got here. And now, as you can see, now that these chairs are so nicely lined up, and if I fall off I'm going to be very mad, these chairs are nicely lined up, so you can actually get onto the table and just walk right into the Jiggy. Guru Auntie's gold, how it shone, she'll be mad, now it's gone. Yes, I'm mad, my boot I'll put up your useless spooky butt. Yeah, so he rhymes too, which is kind of funny. She probably fired him, though, so he can probably drop that whole charade. Unless he got used to rhyming and he likes it or something. That would really stink if you, like, went to go get a job and your boss said to you, you have to rhyme. If you don't rhyme, you can't work here. That'd be really awkward. That'd be really difficult to make things rhyme all the time. I don't know how she does it. This is also, like, the dining room made for giants as well. Again, these chairs are huge, but I guess this is probably where Granny's family lived, because she's got a picture of her sister over there, and the mansion, her broomstick, Mumbo for whatever reason, Klungo, herself, of course, so she can look at her beautiful witchy face, and then she's also got the cauldron. I forget his name now for whatever reason. I just can't think. It'll come to me. And then this window just goes into the room we were just in, so... Alright! That pretty much takes care of everything we have to do as Banjo and Kazooie. The rest of the level we can do as our transformation, which is pretty exciting, because that will be a lot of fun, I think. This is one of the most useful transformations. You do a lot with it, so I'm looking forward to showing that off. Hope you guys will join me then. Thanks for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.